Welcome to Presente, a space and community that vibes on being in the moment, something we are relearning how to do in a fast-moving world.
We are excited to be part of a growing movement that talks about topics that we feel haven't been talked about in our Latin culture and womanhood.
Be present with us. Take a pause and break down societal norms.
Redefine the meaning of existing. Welcome to Presente, the podcast.
Good day, everyone, and welcome to Presente, Season 2. For today's episode, given that it is still the beginning of the new year, and we want to ensure that all of our listeners, and generally speaking, everyone, is set up for a happy, healthy, fulfilling path this year, we decided to take on the topic of vision boards and journaling as a guide to making great things happen for you when you may have doubt or no idea on where to begin. Both vision boards and journaling may just be the start for anyone having difficulty getting ahead and manifesting their desires. Our goal is to help you overcome challenges and fundamentally assist with obtaining your goals. The power of vision and feelings.
So today we are bringing you the topics of vision boarding, and Jennifer will also talk more on how to journal and the importance of journaling. The power of vision and feelings is something that I wanted to talk a little bit more deeply on. It all starts with a vision or the mood you would like to have in the long run. How does your future you want to feel like, and how will you get there? I believe that in order for you to visualize the mood that you want your future self to be in, you need to start incorporating your current self in that feeling now to make that the outcome result. So I'm just going to give you guys a little quick rundown of how I did my vision board last year and how actually some of it came to fruition. So my outcome goal for 2023 was to be present. Within the year of 2023, I found myself activating the power of being present. And then in the end, what was cool is that that was the outcome of the vision board photo that I had up. And then here we are today with the podcast of Presente, which is to talk about how to be more present. So start incorporating that feeling that you want to have for the overall goal of your visions. Visions are powerful, and it goes together with the power of writing. So if at any point you have a vision and it just pops up, it's like a dream. You write it down, you put it on paper, or now you can put it on your digital devices, and don't let that vision go. Visions and writings are like magic.
What are vision boards?
So let's go into the discussion of what are vision boards for our listeners. Maybe some of you have heard of what a vision board is, what it's for, and why people make them. But just to give a little bit of insight, a vision board is a visual representation of things you would like to manifest in your life. It could be pictures or words you want to invite more in your life. Vision boards can be great reminders as to what we are looking to build in our personal journey. The most important thing about a vision board is to be intentional. This is a really great way to kind of just wake up to images or words or affirmations, quotes, whatever it is that you feel like maybe there is lack of in your personal journey and you want to put those intentions out there. It's great to kind of just wake up to it and just be like reminded like, hey, I'm getting up and working for, for my overall future self. It's like your future self, you're setting her up in this current version so you can meet, yourself in a little bit later.
How to make vision boards.
So moving on to how to make a vision board. I think it's good to focus on yearly intentions and to keep your goals real to the year at hand. Obviously, everybody's vision board is going to be different. because, we are all at different stages and points in our lives. I think it's good to keep your vision goal realistic to the year you are presented with. Just keep in mind those aspects when you're looking to save photos, for your overall future. Something else that's really good to add, this is just a little tip, is you can save photos for, like, let's say your future self. Just keep them in a saved folder. That way you don't have to keep going back and forth between images for future vision boards. Something nice that I like to do is to find a quiet space and to choose a style of making your vision boards. Set up a space with a vibe of your choosing, add a little lo-fi music or sound, ASMR videos, or just a cute little fireplace visual on YouTube. I think it's so important that the surroundings that you're in matches your intention for the vision board you want to create. Start with photos because photos are fun, or visuals that speak to you of what you would like to see for the end of the year. Maybe you're holding on to a feeling, and that could be the outcome of what you want to set for the intention of the year. Some other ideas are maybe you want to upskill, you want to do simpler things like journaling, do something just for the pure joy of doing something, whatever it is. Save those ideas in a folder. We live in a digital age. You can simply save your photos on your phone. Google Docs is free, so you can also use Google Docs to set up your images for the year. Little things like that. You can choose words that you want to attract in your life, quotes. You could separate your images and your words into categories. So that's something I actually like to do with my own vision board, is I like to have like a career section or the overall outcome, etc. And lastly, I want you to have this in mind when you're doing your vision board, because this is something I am practicing for 2024, is to pace yourself to achieve your goals. I know that there is a lot of pressure behind the new year sometimes that society likes to place on us. Don't feel the pressure to be someone new in the new year. Rather, you are someone with past experiences and you're upgrading your skills and experience for each coming year. Don't doubt yourself. You are still here. All these moments that happen in life, these are all lessons and new ways of gathering information so you can meet your future self.
Why are vision boards helpful?
Vision boards are helpful because they are there to remind you of why or what you want your overall visual life to be like. But I want to put this reminder in there that you also have to put in 50% of your energy to bring your visions to life, and then let the universe assist you with the other 50%. If you can obtain that feeling and hold on to it, start implementing ways on how that good feeling can be something for you in the long term.
The types of vision boards you can create.
I also want to add on that there are different types of vision boards you can create. You can create physical vision boards. So you can literally get something like a poster and, start putting your pictures on there with glue. I've seen a couple of YouTubers, just paint their canvas. You can create digital vision boards. Again, you can use Google Docs to get the pictures. You can put it as a background image on your desktop computer, on your phone, any little way that can help you, remind you of the vision you're going after or the overall vision you'd like to have. Something I like to do is to have different folders on social media. I'm going to share this. So I have a folder on social media called Current You versus Future You. So in my Current You folder, these are things that I'm doing right at the moment, or I would like to have in the moment, so that it can lead me to a future version of myself or the future emotional standing I want to be in. Emotions play a very important part in your visions, because these are things that, or your emotions are a way to have the overall feeling of whatever it is you want your outcome to be. Let's say your outcome or your feelings are self-care. What can you do today that can help you have that outcome of self-care for the year? What are some little ways that you can implement today to have some self-care? Something I actually put on my vision board this year were my nails. I used to do my nails a lot when I used to live with my family, but once I moved, out on my own with my partner, I found myself not having the time because I feel like, time goes at the speed of light these days. I'm not sure how many of you feel that. But like, little things like, hey, doing your nails at whenever you can or whenever you have time, that makes me feel good. So I'm going to add that to like my little self-care category. So, these little things that can all help you, feel good about yourself and, again, for longevity in the end. And then the last type of vision board I want to announce is actually a visual movie. So I didn't know about this. This is something I actually found out from YouTuber and business owner Michelle Phan. I'm not sure how many of you have heard of Michelle Phan, but she is actually the person that opened the doorway to a lot of digital creators out there. She was one of the first OG people. So something she uploaded on her most recent YouTube video was the power of a visual movie or vision board. But instead of being it a board or a poster, it's putting clips together so that you can kind of have like a rewind of what, clips you want to have together for your visual movie. I thought that was really cool. Maybe this is something I'll try for next year, but I liked that idea. I thought it was different. So hence I wanted to share it with you guys here on Presente. Here are some ways that you can do your vision boards. Again, it's all about the intention behind the vision board. And even if you don't have time to do a vision board, hey, the power of vision is still extreme. And here's where I'm going to have my co-host Jennifer talk about the power of writing and the power of journaling. For anybody that feels that maybe writing for them is another way to manifest. Take it away, Jennifer.
What is journaling? Journaling is a personal, intimate record of your thoughts, ideas, dreams, experiences, and more. When journaling, it is important to know that while it may be similar to a diary, it is not. A diary is more of an intimacy and private pieces of experience and things that you write down. Whereas a journal, it's more of a planning record of your thoughts and ideas that you wish to bring to fruition. A journal is important because it is a space as you use as an outlet to vent. You can utilize it to set goals, to write positive affirmations, to manifest, to write quotes, doodling if need be as well. And it is important to write because there is power in writing. Why is writing important? In the words of Erica Badu, write it down on real paper with a real pencil and watch shit get real. Because there's power in writing, guys. I use a journal. I know many others who use a journal as well. And it can be used for many different purposes and reasons. You can journal as a way to express gratitude and prayer. You can use a journal just for to reflect, to write down your traveling and event plans, goal setting, quotes, art, a mood journal, just to speak on how you're feeling. But in this case, we're presenting vision boarding and journaling as a way to guide you in your 2024 dreams and manifestations. First things first, when writing in a journal, I suggest you pick a journal that speaks to you. If you can't do that, then just anything that you can write in a notebook, paper, loose leaf paper, I guess, but something you definitely want to keep at hand and keep good track record of. I, for instance, have many journals over the years, some in which I've used up completely, some in which I haven't. I personally like journals that have a calendar in them. I love a good calendar. I love a good note section. I love quotes in my journal. Some come with really nice stickers to kind of help you make it fun and creative. But whichever journal you do choose, let it be one that speaks to you, that you will feel comfortable in writing in. Size of the journal, the way the paper feels perhaps, or the font. These are all little things that I take notice in just because I want to make my journaling experience comfortable and something I look forward to. With the journal, can be used for many different reasons and purposes. One thing that I am very big on is quotes. So I will sometimes put at the top of my page or somewhere on my page something to look forward to. In this case, for the sake of this podcast, I quoted Erica Badu because it's something that I've had in mind for many, many years. Her quote about writing shit down. There is so much truth to it. If you look back out, back in history at philosophers and creators and innovators, a lot of this started because they took the time to write down their plans, their ideas, their dreams, their wishes, and whatever was on their agenda. They wrote it down and then they stuck by it. When journaling, you can use it for many different reasons, for as a guide for your career or projects that you're working in, or your relationships with yourself and others, for your finances as well. The purpose of journaling is to pretty much just let it all out and put it on paper. When you do this habit of writing, something magically happens within you, within your brain. And it's pretty much a way that brings forward when writing, what happens is your brain starts to connect in many ways of decoding what it is that you're trying to accomplish.
Mhm.
It creates a sense of accountability, of organization, and it keeps a record of all that. Sometimes life in itself doesn't always allow you to remember every little thing, every little detail, because life happens and it's happening fast. But when you're writing things down, you actually take a moment to be in one with what your thoughts are by putting them on paper. Doing this, and I recommend to write in your journal daily. It doesn't have to be an hour, 2 or 3, not at all. It can be something as easy as 10 minutes, just
Mhm.
taking time to write in your journal and just jotting that down, or any time in between that you have a break or a moment to yourself where you can write things down. And what this helps is it improves your focus and your determination. It makes you accountable towards the things that you are writing. I'll use this podcast as an example. We tend to write down our topics. We have a very long list of topics that we want to present to our listeners at the very beginning of starting Presente. And week by week, on every meeting that Giselle and I have, we weave through the list and we say, hey, this is how we're feeling. This is what we think would be a good idea to address this week, next week, and so on. Once we decide our topic, we then go into a subcategory of that and we get into the details of it. And I bring to you topics and then the subcategories is because everything is a process. It is a step by step, very similar to many aspects in our lives, whether it's getting ready in the morning. Everything is a step by step. You wake up, you brush your teeth, you take a shower, you get dressed, shoes on, out the door, coffee in hand as well. But everything is a step by step. The same thing with a baker who's trying to make a cake. Everything is in step by step. And journaling is very similar to that. You pretty much are all over the place when you're writing down things, and then you start breaking them apart into subcategories. Whether it's, hey, you want to save $100, ultimately, you know that $100 is the goal. And then the subcategory would be, how can you accomplish to reach to the $100? And I'm just using $100 as an example, guys. It can be 1,000, it could be 1,000,000, whatever you set your mind to. I shall do the same. You start pretty much all over the place, just putting it all on paper. And then you find techniques and strategies and
Mm-hmm.
ways that just start coming at you on how are you going to arrive to the $100 or whatever it is that is your main goal. And again, you do that step by step. Whether it's, okay, you say, hey, I'm going to save $20 a week. Eventually you will get to the $100. Or if you need to lose weight, and I can go on and giving examples, but my point is, when writing things down, you become a little bit more locked in and focused, knowing it's kind of like your own personal assignment. No one else is telling you, how to go about this assignment. No one else is giving you the homework on how to do things. It's really up to you guys. Only you yourself know what your dreams and aspirations are, what goals you're trying to accomplish, where you want to be in the next year, 5 years, 10 years. Only you really know that. And it's really up to you to complete that assignment. In writing, it can help you very much in that. And I say writing and prayer because I am a person of God, and I
Mm-hmm.
have had many encounters in spiritual awakening, in knowing that God has guided me and pretty much helped me in every step of the way. So journaling is important. I think that once you get started, that's a start. You're well on your way. You just have to be disciplined enough to continue that habit. Continue to writing. A calendar is very useful. You can break it down. If you have a very hectic schedule, the calendar can at least help you carve that time out in between. The quotes are there to pretty much amplify your spirits and give you some type of inspiration and motivation to continue to get through things. I'm a very big person on quotes. So if a journal has one, you've already caught my attention. And, I would say date things as well when journaling, because it just gives you like knowing from where you started to, where you are at the middle of things, and or when you finish something up. You kind of can then look back and like, wow, you did that. You started this some time ago, and then you continue to do that. So I would say dating your journal is helpful, just to kind of give structure and organization on what you're trying to get done here.
Mm-hmm.
One thing I will, place emphasis on is, I know I'm speaking on journals and finding a journal that speaks to you, but I understand there's some people that are perfectly fine just note taking on their cell phones, on their laptops, more of a digital world. You can do that as well. I don't want to cancel out, any format of you being a creative and manifesting. So whether it's through a vision board, whether it's through an actual journal, the good thing is we live in a world now where we can do things digitally. So if you're someone who likes to, conduct your work on a digital platform, by all means, go for it and let me know how it goes. I know for Jissela, hey, your vision board was spot on last year, and it was very crazy. We didn't realize that until here we are already, like, established Presente, and Gisela goes, oh my God, Jen, look at my vision board. And that was just like, it spoke volumes. It gave me chills. So either way you put it, whether it's a digital journal, a digital vision board, or concrete on paper, it is totally acceptable. All in all, the goal is to help you in manifesting and getting to the point and
Mm-hmm.
place that you want to truly be at. It's a beautiful thing. It's a self project and your own assignment. We hope that it's something that you're able to accomplish, and it's once again step by step. But you do have to be dedicated in order to bring everything to life. And that's pretty much all I got for journaling. I think that, make it a daily habit, make it fun, be organized, because all in all of that just helps improve your focus, improve your determination, improve your habits. And little by little, you'll start seeing things unfolding. I guarantee. Thank you.
Mhm.
So, when journaling, my advice to you is find a quiet, comfortable space. If you like aromatherapy and you want to have candles, totally fine. But find a nice, comfortable spot for yourself where you can block out noise and just it's your pen and paper or your digital platform so that you can, just let it all out. That is going to be very helpful to just getting you into the habit of journaling.
Hey guys, so back to vision boards. So for the vision boards, there are a couple of ways to do some digital ones. I previously spoke about Google Docs, but some other ways that you can do some digital vision boards is you can use tools like Canva. Canva is really great and it's free. And there's many really cool free pictures or images, words that you can, set up. And there's even templates that you can use to make your vision board. You can create one using programs like Adobe Photoshop or Adobe Illustrator. Last year, I created mine on Adobe Illustrator, and that was really fun. But yeah, there's many ways to go about it. You can even use apps that are free. You can use apps like PixArt, or you can also get templates and, make your vision board there. But yeah, there's a lot of ways. We live in a digital age. Have fun with it. Like Jennifer was saying, have fun with your process. Again, this is all a process, to be the person that you wish to envision for yourself in the future. So definitely go out and have fun while you're making all of this. And again, be disciplined to what you want to, do or be. It all starts there with the vision, with the writing, with putting yourself in that discipline mode. But don't forget to also be flexible and to, enjoy again the process of doing these things. That's it.
And while I know vision boards are a thing, Gisela has made her own over the years, and other people, you know, go ahead every year, they get together or on their own, they set up their vision boards. I'm not one to do vision boards. I feel like I have done the cutouts, I have kept the newspaper and magazines to go ahead and do it. And when it comes to it, I don't. I lose my track of like focus or just trying to get it done, which is why I bring to you the conversation about journaling. I find that a little bit more easier and comfortable and something I can keep with me at all times on the go. And that's what I resort to. I resort to journaling. It has been very helpful over the years in my career and in my projects and my businesses. So, journaling is just another alternative that you can use if don't want to do vision boards, or you can do both, guys. You can do totally the two of them
Yeah.
simultaneously. It's totally fine. We're just
Mhm.
giving you guys options to
Yeah.
better help what you're trying to accomplish.